This is Elaine on the Buying Space channel. Today I'm going live at 7:05, and I'm not sure if it exactly was 7:05 because what happened was the clock on my phone in the upper left-hand corner was giving the time. It stopped at 6:54. So I went and checked my weather app, and it said 7. Obviously, that was like 5 minutes ago. And so when I went to press the live button, I was going live at 8:57. So I don't know why the clock on my phone is not doing what it normally does. I want to bring you all over. This chair back here has been moved over, and you can see the German nativity scene that I purchased from Pee-wee. Pee-wee and his partner, Princess Drusilla, live in California, and they sell, and they're part of the reseller community. But they have sold some lovely things on their channel. But today, I made it to the table. Yay! So happy to be here at the table. Back where I started again. Good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'd made it to the table today. I'm so happy. I went through a ordeal last night that helped me get here, but I made it back to the table. And if you're new here, I started doing live at 7:05 because I was going to go on a reselling journey, and I sold at one auction, and then I fell ill, and I got sick, and I got weaker and weaker. Ended up in the emergency room on the night of the hurricane. And then went from ICU to a regular room, and then to back home. And we got another hurricane on the way. But I have been going live from my recliner for a minute. And I might be back in that recliner tomorrow if things, if I have good days and bad days. But I started out doing my lives here at the table. And I did not put these socks back in this bag right. So I've inadvertently, didn't mean to do this, because I wanted to talk to you about glass and collectibles and selling and, things to do with the reseller community. And a little bit about my life, not a lot. But after that, I got sick, and I didn't plan to get sick. It just happened. So this has become more of a personal vlog journey on my recovery at the moment. And I definitely do want to get back to talking about the things that I originally started the live for. This is a German nativity candlestick. And the candles aren't, maybe you can see the little squares there. You put the candles in that, the heat rises. Good morning, Misty. When the heat from the candle rises, it turns propellers, which spins the nativity scene. And it's very nice. I've seen videos of them working. Now this one has a little issue that I need to repair before the holidays. But we're not doing a Christmas tree. Yeah, I made it back to the table, Misty. So I had an ordeal in the ER last night that I had to go to the ER. And but it's helped me in a lot of ways. I might be back in the recliner tomorrow, but today I made it to the table. So I'm very happy that I'm here at the table back where I was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I had to go to the emergency room again, but it's okay. I'm gonna. No, my sugar is under control. Um, like I said in the beginning, I'm not telling everybody everything because the complications for diabetes are far and wide. And my sugar was out of control, and they did tell me that my blood count was really low and gave me blood units, but that wasn't all that's to it. It's just the rest of it's very personal, and I haven't shared that. And I don't know that I ever will. Thank you so much for the prayers. I appreciate that. I believe in the power of prayer. I mean, God has got this. I didn't want to be in an ICU during the night of a hurricane, but the it was probably the safest place I could have been in Jacksonville, because hospital's 30. And Marty was I'm at my brother's place, which he has a nice 5-bedroom brick house and very sturdy, way newer than this house. And so we probably were better off where we were, respectively. And this storm that's coming through now, that's T-boning the state of Florida, I guess I'll be going to my brother's house as well. Yes, God is good all the time, and He's seen fit that I continue to live and breathe, which I'm so happy about. I just, I didn't start this live to talk about diabetes or my health or my life all so much. I wanted to talk about glassware and political buttons and, organizing the things that I've ordered and moving forward to sell. I'm on the rapid fire round at Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller in January, and I'm on Mark and Michael's calendar somewhere in 2025. So I'm moving forward with that. And but when you get kicked back, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 steps to get back where you were, and or more. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm in pretty bad pain, but I'm going to continue to sit at this table and do my live. And when I get done, I will rest. Yay, I'm back at the table, back in the saddle again. I better not sing too much of that. I get confused about the copyright because, I see like karaoke channels, and I see channels selling that are playing music in the background. And, how do you do that and be okay? I know that I've got a tablet, and I thought about bringing the tablet in here and playing duty-free music, but I would need to give credit for the duty-free music channel if I did that, if I had music playing on another device. And I need to bring the other device in here anyway, because when I sell at the rapid fire round next time, I want to have access to the chat. So I want to be signed in on that device and have that volume turned down and watch the chat on another device. That way I can see what everybody's saying. Of course, I think it's more important at an auction than it is at the rapid fire round, especially at Johnny's, because he tells you what the sales are. He stars it for you. And so you have information readily available. But an auction, when you're presenting items, of course, you have a lot of experience at this at Tooch, man. As you're showing an item, if there's no interest, you can, or nobody's bid yet, you can give more information about the item. But, if the item's already sold and, you continue to talk and it doesn't matter the person in the room that's bought it wants it, and, you can move on to the next thing. Good morning, Tim. So good to see you here. Yesterday, I had some trolls in here, and they weren't real bad. they were just asking pointed questions, kind of trolls, like, oh, I'm going to make you look bad kind of thing, but not anything seditious, not anybody saying anything personal, other than why don't you show your face, which I get that all the time. And I did explain a lot of why I don't show my face. I mean, the channel's about unboxing. So when I open a box, I thought I had a box down here to open. Oh my goodness. I know I have some stuff down here to open. Okay. I was looking for a package the other day. There's my buttons. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Got a Bible down here. They are. And, you know, I've seen people with horrendous trolls. I mean, you know, and this whole thing about somebody going live and attacking other channels, I'm not okay with that. Now, I don't know who did it, but somebody did a live and attacked some people that are pretty established in the reseller community and have been doing business for a long time in the last couple of days. And I just don't appreciate that. I don't think, or I didn't think, that we were that kind of community. Well, the hurricane watch expires at like 1 o'clock today. And the reason the watch expires is at that time they'll determine whether we're going to get the hurricane warning. We are going to be pretty much on the east side of the storm. And I thought that we would have the possibility of tornadoes. But if we evacuate, it will not be out of town, because what happens with North Florida is so much fun. Because if a hurricane's coming and it's hitting any part of South or Central Florida, all the motel rooms in Georgia are full. You know, that are, you know, like in this case, since we're being T-boned, people could just go to motel rooms in Georgia. But all the people downstate have already evacuated, and they're probably, or are evacuating, because, you know, they leave earlier. If you're like in Tampa, you should already be gone. That storm is going to hit right in that Bay Area. So one year, Marty and I, it was funny, that year we had a minivan, and we crossed the state of Georgia diagonally. And what happened was the storm came up through Georgia, and we ended up in Tigertown in Alabama in a tropical storm. And we ended up staying like in a dorm room. It was a weekly rental. You get a weekly, monthly, or semester, or, you know, 2 semester rentals there. And we, you know, we had a tropical storm in Tigertown, Alabama, which was, you know, really bizarre. So the rooms are full. The inn is full. I don't know if we'll find it stable to stay in, but we're not going to leave town. My brother has a 5-bedroom brick house on the west side, which is kind of closer to the storm. Well, not this one. It would have been closer with Helene. But it is what it is. It's a newer house. This house was built in 1949, and the windows need to be replaced. So tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, and then after that, if we're still in the zone of possibility, I'll go to my brother's house, which is a, you know, much sturdier house than this one. So I love this house. It's a very mid-century modern. Good morning, Donitha. So good to see you. How are you doing? I haven't kept up with your projects. You're always making something, always crafting something. I'm back at the table. I don't know that You've heard the saga about me going to the recliner when I was sick, and then going to the hospital, and then going to ICU, and then going to the regular room, and then coming back home to my recliner. But today is the first day I've been at the table since before I went in the hospital. So I'm very encouraged by that. I'm also very fatigued, but it's okay. You know, we got another storm coming. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I am happy to be here. And I was thinking about doing an unboxing. And I know that's silly because that's what I do on my channel all the time. But I have unboxings scheduled out. Good morning, Storm. How are you doing? I know. You're right. I shouldn't overdo it. But I got to sit here, right? I'm at the table. I'm not giving that up. I'm not going back to that recliner. Not today. I might have a bad day tomorrow. Good morning, Angela. It's so good to see you here. I'm so glad you all are saying good morning. I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing because I'm behind. Yeah, we're going to evaluate things around noon or 1 o'clock and decide whether, I'm going to leave tomorrow or not. These things can take a turn for the better, for worse, towards your direction, away from your direction all the time. And you just never know. You just never know. So I was explaining earlier, all the people like in Tampa are probably already evacuating, and Georgia's hotels are probably already full. I mean, some of it might be full from, Helene still, because a lot of people in North Carolina that were severely affected were given motel vouchers that were good for till December. And so they're filling up rooms all over the area. Now, this is from Vintage Jewels, Gems and Pearls. And this is Maggie. And Maggie is saving up money right now to go see her son at boot camp graduation, I think. I don't know where the boot camp is. Now, I went to a boot camp graduation for the Navy, my cousin John, when he graduated. His parents, one of which was my uncle, but his mother was my dad's second cousin, which was on the other side of the family. So his parents were related to both of my parents. But anyway, Maggie, she invoices and ships professionally, and she knows how to pack. Now, those two foam pieces are on the very top here. That's very professionally done. And here's soft foam in the middle. And here we have some jars. Let me get this jar out. And here's a little baggie. I'll show you that in a minute. More soft foam. And 3 more jars down in the bottom. I want y'all to look how well that's packed in there. These jars were not moving. And these are like really cute, like jelly jars. And let me show you. And they're different colors. I love different colored glass. We use a lot of these type jars. Well, we use mason jars in the refrigerator. So here we have, let's see if I can show this to where you can see this. All of these are owls. So here's kind of a clear owl with a white lid. And there's a hole in that. There's a hole in the top of this one. So this could be a drinking cup. Isn't that neat? Margie would just go gaga over that. And here is a blue one. And so we use kind of mason jars in the refrigerator for leftovers. And these all have matching lids. I love this blue. This is like more like a teal. And here we have this gorgeous amber or yellow owl jar. Very clean. Smells good. Here we have the red one. I love this. So when Marty opens the refrigerator to get leftovers out, they're going to see owls. I gave Marty an owl yesterday. It was a carved wooden owl. And I got from Debbie and Max Go Thrifting. And it was from a Hump Day auction. They're on Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller. Usually every Wednesday. So anyway, I can see Marty's going to be delighted to open the refrigerator and find owls in the refrigerator because it's not going to take up any room. It is a very sweet, nice packing job. Maggie knows what she's doing. But these will be loved by Marty. Just look at them. This teal one, I just love. Matter of fact, we go through salad fixings a lot around here. But also, let's see what is here. This bag says thank you on the tag. I like these little mesh bags. It's so nice. Oh, and it's a flamingo. Never forget how flamazing. Flamazing. Look at that. Flamazing you are. Wow, if that's not a Florida thing, I don't know what is. That is so neat. One of the things I had been doing during my morning lives was having moon pies and DD Sweeties. Now, I will not lie to you. I got a couple pounds, like 1.5 pounds of DD Sweeties left. And since I got sick, I've been told that I'm not to have sweets. But I only have, in here, I only have 5 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one a day. And what I can do is titrate. And what that means is when you take insulin to control your diabetes and you misbehave and you have that donut, or you have, if I really mess up and have 4 of these like I used to, then I would shoot up more insulin. The higher your insulin, you have a what's called a sliding scale with your insulin a lot of times. So every day I have a base amount of insulin I take. But if my insulin or my sugar is high, when I test it, I just take more insulin. Now, is that healthy? No, it's not. But, excuse me. Those are delicious. And I have to treat it like it's not potato chips. That old commercial, you can't have just one. I have to have just one. DD Sweeties are so sweet and full of sugar, but my goodness, they're delicious. But anyway, that's what you do. You just end up taking more insulin when you misbehave. DD Sweeties are a candy. Auction with Friends, which is Victoria and Nana Tinks, or Nana. I don't think she goes by Tinks anymore. But anyway, they have an auction, usually 6:30, Tuesday through Friday. And Dee Dee is virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee, and she sells these candies. And she's a genius. She made a contract with a local candy maker, and they have given her permission to put her name on these caramels. And they are delicious. And sometimes she's on Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller, Rapid Fire Round, or Hump Day Auction. And she appears on her own channel. I think usually it's either Sunday night or Monday night with her granddaughter, Julia. And she sells a variety of stuff. But she also sells these candies. And this is not the chocolate. This is, I had ordered the chocolate some time ago. These are espresso caramels, and they are delicious. So let me see. I don't think I have one of Dee Dee's cards over here left. Oh, I know where they are. They are in one of these yellow boxes. Okay. But Mike from January House sells with me too. Huh. I had 4 of these yellow boxes. Now I've only got 3. What in the world happened to the 4th one? Maybe I took the ones out of there because, oh dear. Back at the table, not yet organized. Okay. Yeah, these were things I was sending to friends when I got sick. And I had a box for Dee Dee, but I may have taken it out because I decided I was returning all of her business cards and her printed out material for her to recycle. Let me see. And I may have taken it out and put it in an envelope somewhere. When you get sick and there's a gap of when you're on and when you're off, and a lot of events are happening in your life, it's easier to be waylaid, but with the details of what you were doing before it all started. So, but anyway, they do have, I did an unboxing for her yesterday. So her business card was pictured on my unboxing from yesterday. I've organized that part of it and don't have access to it anymore. So that has disappeared post haste. But anyway, they have the neatest service. I've never seen a group of resellers do this before, but they have a text message and service. And if you sign up for their text message service, you will get a text message when they go live on any of their channels. Donna Fredericks also sells with them. So if they're on Dee Dee's virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee's channel, you get a text message with a link and it'll take you to her channel. So you don't, since there's 4 or 5 of them, you never kind of know which channel they're going to be on, but they're with the Auction with Friends group. So you get that link and you don't have to think about it. You just click the link and it'll take you to the channel that's hosting the auction for that evening. And it's a really brilliant idea. But these are delicious. And I have more than this tucked away over here. She went on Johnny Cajun Reese Reseller, and she had a special. She had $1 off on her half pound, and I stocked up, which now I look back and it's kind of unfortunate for me because since I could only have one a day, I think I have a year's supply of DD Sweeties at this point. And I've got a tin back here with another pound in it. It's the lemon pound cake caramels. So I have my temptations, and I inadvertently won the moon pies yesterday at Johnny Cajun Reese Reseller. He has a contest every month, and if you comment, make an after comment on his live videos, or maybe all of his videos. I just mainly concentrated on the live videos. But at the beginning of the month, before I got sick, I was still doing that. And he puts your name on a wheel, and he gives away, I believe, 3 or 4 boxes of moon pies. Because once you comment on each video, your name's put on the wheel that many times, and you can win moon pies. And I won the banana moon pies yesterday morning. And I meant to stop my moon pie habit, but I had made all those comments at the beginning of the month. So what I'm going to do is when I get my moon pies, I am going to only have either a DD Sweetie once a day, or I'm going to have a caramel once a day. So it's not like you can't have treats when you're diabetic. It's just that you have to space it out. I can't sit at bingo anymore and eat a moon pie every half hour, which is typically what I would do. Good morning, Norma Kay. Did you have a good birthday? Aren't you happy that I did not sing happy birthday to you on your birthday? I did sing one bar of one song at the beginning of this live, but I just have to stop that. And but anyway, I'm back at the table. Wonderful. I like, if you're like me, my birthday is in December. So, and I like to celebrate my birthday all month long. And everybody just has that big party in December for me. But I used to date a guy whose birthday was on New Year's Eve. Okay, we have that was it wasn't an Amber Alert. It was I don't know if they're called, well, in Florida we call them Flamber Alerts. And there's a gentleman missing from Fernandina Beach who's 68 years old. So we get notices on our phone. But I do believe it said Amber Alert, but it may be called something a little different. Once a week here, without fail, we get at least one alert for a missing elderly person. Oh my goodness. I will have to watch that. I would like to see that. The moon pie drop. That needs to be something that somebody broadcasts or, shows again in the reseller community. Maybe we could tell Johnny about that, since he's the big distributor of moon pies in our community. But, of course, I have this back here. This is Tupperware. This from Debbie and Max, which more leftover ideas. Yeah, that'd be great. Have a party on New Year's. I watched an Empire drop. These cute little guys also came from Debbie and Max. I haven't shown Marty these yet. Wow. Oh, I didn't know you were going to go there and do it from live from there. That would be awesome. Yeah, I get a lot of cute stuff from Debbie and Max. Now this came, I don't know if he's still here. This is from Tooch Man. This is Hobnail Fenton. And this is from, I go to the East Coast resellers a lot. This is from Dawn Southern Vines. This is from, I believe, Mark and Michael. I also have some blue opalescent pieces from them. One of the things I was wanting to do before I fell ill was get out more of this. Now, I bought this from Rita, the Booted Chick. And this is blue opalescent Fenton hobnail. And I have a lot more pieces of that, not in that shape, not in that bowl shape. But, you know, and that's clear crested and just gorgeous. It's from Rita, the Booted Chick, and she was on Tooch Man. He has a touch of Tooch instead of a touch of glass auction every month. And I got this one from that auction too. This is from Heather and Shane, the Reviva sisters, and this is a beautiful cobalt blue cameo basket. And you can see the opening there for the cameo. And there's one on each side. I don't know if it would devalue it or ruin it, but I thought about trying to find cameos that size to glue in there. But, you know, it could ruin it. It could ruin the value of it. I guess I would need to do a little bit of research. But I thought that would be neat to have cameos on my cameo vase. What do you all think? Do you think that it would devalue it if I put cameos on there? Would it devalue the cameos? Do you think that would be neat, or do you think that it would be destructive? Let me know. But this is a beautiful piece from the Reviva sisters. And I have a couple of Ray Dunns over here, and I ended up with Ray Dunns just out of kind of coincidence. Like this one or the next one. No, this one is not from Glamoz, but this is makeup brushes, obviously, a cup, and I'm putting my pens and cutting tools and things like that in there. Now this one came from Dana at Glamoz Closet. I bought this You've Got This mug from a lot from her, which I just really appreciate. And here we have a bingo pin. I sent some of these to Johnny. I think I sent 4 of these to Johnny. This is one of my numbers for bingo. And so I kept this one because I got my own number. And right now, yesterday, Johnny posted a video where you can change your numbers. I don't know, for bingo, or if you're new, to add new numbers and join us for the fun. But that would be wonderful, Misty, if you would go live on New Year's. And I don't know, I guess they have a big party in Mobile. But that would be wonderful. And for those of you that just came in, I did unboxing this morning, and on the back of the table, I got these wonderful owls from Maggie. Yep. But what do you think about me putting a cameo on each side of that cameo basket, Misty? Good morning, TJ. How you doing? Oh my gosh, I was so blown away by Scott's live last night and then going over to Phillips. Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to be in New York City. That's just too crowded. There's too much potential for that. But TJ, he is from the drone community, and Scott and Philip had lives last night, and they talked about getting footage, the value of getting footage from these disaster areas. Yeah, I know. I just hate. It's just like somebody taking an old antique buffet and putting chalk paint on it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we got one here. We got a clear one. I just unboxed these this morning with a lid in it so that Marty can drink out of this. And these are going to go in the refrigerator for leftovers. And I'm not going to put these on. Yep, that's a good idea. We're going to put leftovers in these, and we're going to use these every day. This is not something that's going to be put up. It's going to be used. And the regular mason jars, little chocolates. I could put the DD Sweeties in here. But I already have my mindset on using these for the leftovers and getting weeding out some of the plain mason jars, not the antique ones. Of course, we'll keep the antique ones. Here's my favorite color, this teal of these owls. Of course, Marty's going to love this purple one. Such wonderful details on these. And anybody that's come in late, go back and rewatch this video and see how wonderfully she packed this package. I mean, it was just so well done. There was no way anything was going to happen to these jars the way she packed that up. I mean, I was impressed, really impressed. And I've done a lot of unboxings. Yeah, I had my one DD Sweeties this morning. TJ, I gotta lay off. I can only have one candy a day, and it's so hard. But the good news is they're over here at this table. It's kind of hard for me to get to the table now, but I'm so happy that I am out of the recliner. Now, if I'm back in the recliner tomorrow, or if I'm at another location, you all have to just forgive me, because I'm going to have good days and bad days, and I'm so happy to be at the table today. I feel like it's a victory. But anyway, I have some phone calls to make and a big day ahead of me. I'm planning to know what to do about the storm. I don't know whether to pack in food here or pack a suitcase. It's just, these storms can be daunting. And especially when they come in back after back and you don't know what to do, because they can change directions at any moment. And I do keep in mind to be respectful. And when it misses my town, not to celebrate all that much, because that means if it goes a little further south, it's at a little further north toward Jacksonville. There are people in the south who are losing their lives and having their property destroyed. And it's a solemn thing. I watched a clip this morning. I put it on my Facebook page. This meteorologist who announced that the pressure dropped 50 points on this hurricane in an hour, and it went to Category 5. And the man who, with decades of experience, was almost in tears because he knew the destruction it would bring. And with it coming straight into Tampa Bay, that's the worst case scenario for it to come into a bay like that. Because the devastation will be further inland as far as the water damage. And it's just, I don't know. Maybe we deserve these hurricane monsters. I don't know. I have my whole life ridden around in a car, had my own car, burnt fuel, used disposable products, and all of that. Okay, TJ, thank you so much. I'm going to check that after the live. But yes, pray for us all here in Florida and pray for the victims of Helene. There's still people up there in the mountains trapped and without power and God knows what else. And, I pray that they're all found safe. But we will do what we need to do around here to get ready. And I need to get on that. And you all have a wonderful and blessed day.